All right, this is part 2 of Standard 15 Surface Area, Learning Target 1. We've got a lot going on here. Hopefully this video will be a lot shorter than the last one. Sorry, that went a little long. What we're going to do is continue our practicing of finding surface area of prisms and pyramids. All right, I saved these 3 for a separate video just because they have regular polygons as parts of their faces or their sides. And we need to really review that, how to find an area of that. Okay, here's the first thing I'm going to do for this first guy, this prism. I see that I have a rectangle right here. And I have another one right here. In fact, I have a feeling, so I have 3 that I can see. And then I have another below that, and that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 7 of those rectangles. So if I find the area of one of the rectangles, I can just multiply it by 7 to find the area of the whole outside of this prism. So the area of one of them, 13 times 9, is 117 inches squared. But I have 7 of those. So I'm going to go 117 times 7. And I get that the area of the outside is 819 inches squared. Not the top and the bottom, but like around. Now we have to find the area of the top. And that's going to be the exact same as the area on the bottom. So if we find the area of the top, we're just going to multiply it by 2. Then we're going to add it to what we just found. All right. We have a regular heptagon, 7-sided polygon. To find the area of a regular heptagon, remember how we made triangles? There's 7 of those triangles. And what we have to do is we have to find the area of one triangle and then multiply it by how many triangles we have. I know the area of this triangle here is the base, which is 9, times the height, which I just went over, and divided by 2. That's this guy right here. Because the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So 9 times 9.34 is 84.06 divided by 2 is 42.03. I'm going to round that to 42.0. So the area of the top is 42, which means that the area underneath this guy, oh my, you get what I mean, right? Is also 42.0. So I know the area of the top, the bottom, and I know the combined area around. So I'm going to add those all together. So 819 plus 42 plus 42 is 903 inches squared. That is the area around that whole prism. Let's do a pyramid. I like to find the area of one of its sides first. I don't like that green anymore. I see this triangle right here. And I know the area of a triangle is its base times how tall it is divided by 2. That's supposed to be multiply. So 11 times 16 divided by 2 is 88 yards squared. How many of those triangles do I have? Well, I have the one we just calculated. I have this guy. I've got the guy in the back, and I've got this guy here. It looks like I have 4 of those triangles all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply that by 4. And I get that the area of all of the triangles put together is 352 yards squared. Now I'm missing the base. So the base it's regular, which means all sides are the same. So that means if this side is 11, this side is 11, and the base is just a basic square. So base times height. So 11 times 11 is 121 yards squared. And now I need to add these two together in order to find the surface area of the whole object. So that is 473 yards squared. Alrighty. One more. Looks like this guy is a pentagon. The base is a pentagon. Again, I am going to look at the side triangle. There's a lot going on here. I wish I could move that over more, but apparently I can't. I am going to look at this triangle here. And I know that it's 23 inches tall. And I know that its base is 14 inches. So I'm going to multiply the base, 14, times the height, 23. So 14 times 23, and then I'm going to divide it by 2. And I get that the area of one of those is 161 inches squared. But how many triangles makes up this pyramid? Well, since the base is a pentagon, which has 5 sides, that means there's going to be 5. So the surface area of all of those triangles put together is 805 inches squared. All right, now all we have left is that pesky base. This guy right here. We only have one of them because it's a pyramid. So we just need to find the area of that and add it on to our 805. So remember, we'll do the triangle thing. This triangle is going to be, the area of it is going to be its base times its height divided by 2. So 14 times 9.63 divided by 2. So that little green triangle, the area of it is 67.4 approximately. But how many of those triangles are on that base? Well, we have this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we need to multiply that by 5. When I do that, I get 337.1 approximately. So the area of the base is 337.1, and then the area of all of the triangles put together is 805. I'm going to add that together, and I get 1,142.1 inches squared. All right. So these problems aren't very quick. And I wouldn't rush through them if I were you. I would just make sure you're keeping track of your work, keeping everything organized, and then do these 6 when you're done. Check your answer with your teacher, and then move on to the next learning target.